Hey everybody, this is Seth, and I've got kind of a big announcement today. Probably like the biggest new development like ever since I first started this blog. Earlier this year, I had been contacted by several readers. Everybody kept asking me like, "Do you have a course, Seth? Like, can you show me, some kind of a step-by-step process of taking me from start to finish of the land investing process?" And it kind of occurred to me, I had a lot of that stuff out there, but it was just sort of all over the place, like just bits and pieces here. And it just wasn't really easy to follow, the process in a very complete manner from start to finish. And I had kind of known about it for about the past year or so, but it sort of just came to a head when I just, kept getting so many requests for that. I just sort of decided, I think it's time to put together some kind of a full complete solution for people. And so one of my web developer friends and I have been working on this site for again months now, and here it is. It's called retipster.club. Essentially what this is a membership website, and for a monthly membership fee or an annual membership fee, whatever you want to do, you will get access to not only a full-blown course. You can kind of see it here. It's a 12-week, 12-module course with some bonuses added on top of that, and basically just takes you through the entire process from start to finish. Whether you're a just completely brand new, land investor and you really don't know what you're doing yet, or even if you are experienced in real estate and you want to get into land, it's really going to sort of show you the ropes from both perspectives. As you can see here, there's really two ways to get into this if you're interested. There is a monthly plan where you just pay month by month for however long you want to, and that's $45 a month. And there's also an annual plan where if you commit to a 12-month chunk of time, that price goes down to $35 a month. So it's basically saving, I think it's like $120 if you do the annual over the monthly over the course of a year. But yeah, you get access to the full 12-week course, which again is very, very detailed. And there's also a forum here, and this is a members-only forum. So don't get me wrong, I know there's other forums out there. Certainly mean no disrespect to them. They all, have their place and serve their purpose. But the purpose of this forum is to be very specific for the purpose of land investors. And I know just something that I have seen in some of the other forum conversations out there is that there's just not a lot of expertise out there about land. I mean, there's a lot of people who know about rental properties and apartment buildings and new construction and all this stuff. But when it comes to land, I mean, let's be honest, it is a very niche-y kind of investment model, and a lot of people just don't really know anything about it. They'll sort of try to apply their principles to it, and they don't really make sense because they're not approaching the strategy the right way. And I don't know, as a result, it just sort of leaves a lot of new and aspiring land investors kind of confused and frustrated because they're not really getting relevant, realistic answers to their questions. I'm definitely not blind to that, and I've seen it out there. And the purpose of this forum is to eliminate that problem and make sure that all of these like-minded investors are in one spot focusing on this specific type of real estate investing. So I'm going to be in this forum on a regular basis. There's going to be a lot of other land investors there as well. And I think that's going to bring up the quality of these conversations quite a bit. As you can see here, this is the forum so far. We're actually still working on a number of things in here, but honestly, I think it's going to be hugely helpful to a lot of people, especially once we start getting some, voices in here and starting some new conversations. I think I'm actually going to learn a lot from the people who come here as well. So, and also just to give you a quick tour of the actual 12-week course, it's really set up in the form of dozens of sort of lessons, and I'm almost kind of like blog posts in here. And I mean, just to be flat out and honest with you, a lot of this information that you're going to find in this course is already available right on the blog. But basically what I've done is I've taken a lot of this stuff, I've sort of reorganized it, I've tweaked it, I've added a lot of new content to kind of connect things better and really just make it more of a seamless process for people who are trying to figure it out from start to finish. So I think this is going to be a much better solution for people who are looking for just more of an organized plan to get through this. So, when you get into these modules, as you can see, it's basically just like a really long blog post, and it's got videos, infographics throughout here. There's also this navigation bar here on the right, so you can really get anywhere you want in a hurry if you're trying to get there quicker. And just to kind of explain one other difference between the monthly plan versus the annual plan, is that with the monthly plan, these modules are released in weekly increments. For example, on week 1 after subscribing, you would get full access to all of these lessons here, and this is module 1. And on week 2, you'd get access to all of these, and this is module 2. One of these modules is a lot of content. Like, it actually is going to take you a week, probably longer, to get through this stuff, especially if you're actually going to be implementing it in real time. So, I mean, in a very real way, it's kind of my way of helping you pace yourself, because if you just start trying to do everything and going crazy all at once, I mean, it's going to be sort of overwhelming, I think. But that being said, if you get the annual subscription and you commit to, you know, the full 12-month period of time, then you're basically going to get access to everything immediately. And it's sort of up to you as to whether or not you're going to go crazy with it or just sort of pace yourself. But just so you know, each of these modules really is, you know, designed to take you about a week to do on average. So, and then there's also a few bonuses here. If you're a monthly subscriber, this stuff is going to get released once a month after you complete the first 12-week course. And again, if you're an annual subscriber, you get access to everything immediately. So, but yeah, and by the way, these bonuses are actually like extremely detailed. Like, this is like several lessons wrapped into one. So, oh yeah, and also something else you're going to notice as a subscriber is that there are several items that you can currently buy, like on my blog, like for example, postcard templates, call checklists, things like that. If you're a subscriber to this membership site, all of those things, you're just going to be able to download them for free. So when you come across that relevant lesson, you don't have to pay again to get that. It's just free right in there as part of the whole lesson. So for example, here I would just download it, and that's it. I've got it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do know in the future the plan is to continue adding more and more bonuses, refining some of this content even more. You know, as people have suggestions and if people want to see something else in addition to what I've got here, I'll be adding that too. So, I mean, just so you know, I mean, this is not like okay, it's done, now I'm going to walk away and never look at this again. I'm going to be very intricately involved in this over the long haul. And I'm going to be in the forums, you know, talking to people, answering questions as much as I possibly can. So, but honestly, even when I'm not there, I think people will find there's a lot of value in having like-minded individuals to talk with about it. But just so you know, I will be very involved with this website going forward. And I know, I mean, paying for a membership to a website, that's kind of a big deal. I mean, I personally have only paid for membership sites on a few occasions when I was, you know, very interested and involved in what that website was offering. So I totally understand that. I know it's an investment, and I take that investment very seriously. So if this is something that you want to pursue, I mean, honestly, if you're interested in land investing, I think it is something you should pursue because you're going to find a lot of answers in here. But I mean, if you decide that you're one of those people, I mean, I don't take that lightly, and I take that very seriously, and I want to do everything that I possibly can to help you succeed through this site. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a tour of the site. It's a work in progress, but again, we've already put a lot of work into this, and I think it's a pretty good product as of now. And in the future, it's only going to get better. So, thanks again for checking out the video. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you on the site sometime. Thanks. See ya.